Hello friends, this is Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing tonight? Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you for joining me. I am here with my Thrifty Tuesday video, even though Tuesday is almost over. Yes, I've been kind of busy, work, and just I've been cleaning up my craft room since Sunday. I did the flip through of my journal that I finished, and it's been sold, so thank you so much to the person who purchased it. If you're watching my video, I appreciate that. It was awesome. So anyway, I've been cleaning up my craft room since then and finishing up some projects. So let me see, I'll tell you about these tags in a second. What I did Saturday was go by Salvation Army, and I found a couple of little racks like this. These are, I kind of just think that these are from the 70s whenever I see them. I mean, I guess they could be earlier than that, but I see them once in a while, these little like spice racks and things like this that used to hang on the wall in the 70s or 60s or whenever they're from. So, and I usually don't get them unless they're something that I think I can really use. So I have one here in my craft room, and it's over behind me, and it's actually a spice. It's actually a spice rack. I'm just looking at it real quick just to describe it to you. It's a really nice wood, like it looks like a piece of furniture. It has 3 shelves, and so I didn't paint it or anything. I mean, I still could paint it, but it was just such a nice wood. It looked like a piece of furniture, like I said. So I have it over there behind me on my dresser, kind of leaning against the wall with some little items on it that I'm, storing here in my craft room. So I saw this one Saturday, and it was so cute. It's got these 2 shelves. It's got little hanging things here. But it's not, furniture type wood. It's, I guess, a cheaper type of wood. But it's got a little drawer here. I thought that was cute. Let's see. Here's what it looks like in the back. I guess the drawer looks like it used to have a piece back here. I could cut a piece of cardboard and put it in there. It's got little, let me show you, let me take it out and show you. It's got a little slot here where it looks like a piece of wood was. So if I want to, in the future store something in there, I could cut a piece of cardboard and kind of just slip it in there. And this side is missing this back piece, it looks like. It's got the slide here for the drawer on the sides, but this back piece is gone, this piece right here. But I could glue it on over here and slide it in over here, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to try to fix that. And then my plan is, so here's the front. Hopefully, can you see this? Yeah, I think you can see the whole thing, how cute it is. It's not, it's not huge, it's kind of small. So I thought it would be cool because I, have some room on my walls in here to hang this possibly on my walls near maybe the other one that I have behind me. I have that one sitting on the dresser. Or, find a spot somewhere to hang it up. But I thought I would paint it, and so I'm not going to paint it right now, but I was going to show you the colors I have. So I've got this one, which would be a wall, and then I have I'll have 2 shelves to store things and a drawer. So that, and see the little scallop down here, isn't that pretty? Right here, can you see that? Yeah, you can see it. Okay, so that's one piece. And then another piece I got, it was right next to it, is this piece. And I thought this was super cool. So it used to be able to hang on the wall. I mean, you can still hang it on the wall. Here's 2 little clips right here that you hang on now. So it used to hang on the wall like this, as I don't know what. It might have been, you know how you order some collection sometimes and you get maybe a little display case with it. It looks like it, have little, little shelves where you display something. It looks like a mug would fit in there perfectly. But what I thought I would do with it, besides painting it, again, say maybe, similar colors as to that one, something that would look pretty in my craft room, I thought I would use it for ephemera storage, because I have, I'm always making tags and journal cards, and I have, let me see, I have one basket over there, and I have another thing behind me that I'm filling that up. And I try to use them, but I think I need to turn it this way. If I turn it this way, it's going to go out of camera. So I'm going to keep it turned this way so you can see. But see, if I use it I can organize my tags in here. See how nicely they would fit. In here, this is, you know, different tags. Like these have fabric. These have, you know, these are journal cards. These are tags. So, you know, I can kind of organize things according to what they are, like this, and just fill this guy up with things that fit in here. So I thought that'd be fun to have a pretty piece like that, you know, in here in my craft room to organize my ephemera, and then I'll have it all nice and separated into categories. So this was the tags I had sitting over here. So I was going to show you also, these are the tags that I made from scraps on Saturday on my Scrappy or Scrap With Me video that I do every Saturday. And these are the ones from last Saturday that I made from neutrals. I went ahead and finished these up just so you can see what they turned out like. I sewed around all of them last night. So they all are sewed around. Let me move this for a second so you can see. But yeah, they're all sewed around now. Here's the long ones that I turned into tags. And I added little decorations, like these have little scrappy. I pulled these from my scrap bag, 2 little pieces of fabric to put on the top. Here's some string I had in there. Some miscellaneous lace and some other trim. And then I had some leftovers from the journal I just finished on Sunday from my digital kit from Shabby Dabby Doodah from Tina. The Gosford green kit, and I had some of those pieces, so that's what these are from. I just kind of used them to decorate. They went so well with this neutral colors. This is actually a little fabric goose that I had cut out of, you know, I hadn't fussy cut it out. I had it sitting here. It was just a scrap of fabric with this goose on it, so I fussy cut that out and put him right there. I thought he looked so cool right there, and it turned out, I mean, it just looks beautiful right there, I think. So as you can see, those are done. These are done. These are the other neutrals. This I put a little label. I showed you my labels the other day, and I put one right there with a little piece of lace up there. This was just some scrappy trim I had. These I didn't really decorate because I like this. I cut that ticket I had from an antique festival, cut that up and used it on here. And then here's the rest with the leftovers from my digital kit, and just, you know, decorated those. So those are ready to go. This is some fabric I had left from making face masks, and so there, you know, I had some strips and I had some pieces that were a little bigger. So these pieces I cut up. I did this once before, I think I showed you, and then sewed them onto pieces of file folder. And then these I decorated with some postage stamps. These are, this is a kit I won from Nikki at Musings by Nikki. This is her postage, like botanical or floral stamps kit, and it's so pretty. And so I had these here waiting for me to use them. I cut them out, you know, printed them, cut them out, and got them ready. And I hadn't used them yet, so I said, let me see. You know, I was looking for a little centerpiece here, so I just stressed around them. I had cut them out with scallop scissors first, and then distressed around them, and just glued one on each of those. So that's how all that turned out. But I was going to show you my color choices for my paints here. When I'm going to paint these little spice racks or whatever, whatever they are. So this is all of my paints I pulled out. I've got a green. I've got a yellow. This is called Tropical Foliage. You know, Moses. What is that? No, Moon. Moon yellow. And here's a pinky one. It's kind of a pretty rosy pink. Here's a pretty blue. It's called Pool Blue. Here is Peaches and Cream and Outrageous Orange. So that's all of my acrylic, like little, you know, these little crafty paints that you buy at Walmart. I have 6 of them, and then when I was pulling these out, you know, I haven't decided on a color because I think any of these would go together, you know what I mean? I could paint one color, or I found this. I found some Crackle Medium in there, and I have no idea what I used it previously on, but there's quite a bit in there, so I can do probably at least one of these, or both of these with some of this crackle medium, I thought. So we'll see how far it goes, but and I read the directions already. It says something about putting one layer of paint down, then you know, probably let it dry, or I'll follow the instructions, but you use a layer of paint, then this, and then it says use another layer of paint. So we'll see how it comes out. I'll read the directions again and follow it exactly to the T and see how it comes out. Hopefully, I mean, I don't think it can go wrong because you know, who doesn't love crackle paint, and who doesn't love all these colors, and you know, any combination of them would be super pretty, I think. So that's going to be one of my projects. Maybe this weekend I'll get to it. I want to have some time to because it says one step is you do an hour, like it says don't wait more than an hour after the to do the second step or something like that. So I want to do it probably maybe Saturday or Sunday when I have some time to, you know, devote to this. But that's going to be one of my projects this weekend. So that is my, I've got one more thing from the thrift store to show you. I thought these were really cute. They're little Hallmark cards, and they're long and narrow. I have a thing for long, narrow cards. They're, you know, see how thin they are? They'll fit in a narrow, you know, smaller envelopes. It's not so, it has to be tall enough, but it can be thinner. So there's 6 cards, and there's 3 of each. And they're like, this says thank you, as you can see. And they have little notes inside. You are appreciated more than you know. They're only 49 cents. And this one inside, there wouldn't be grateful people like there. Let's see, inside message. What is it saying? If it weren't for great people like you, there wouldn't be grateful people like me. Okay, now it makes sense, right? So anyway, and then little flowers, and it's got some glitter on there. Sorry about the glare from the packaging, but you get the idea. Super cute little cards, 6 cards for 49 cents. I thought that was a good deal. So, and they're Hallmark cards. So that's my thrifty little, there was one more thing, but I don't know what it was. I put it away, and I have no idea what it was. I can't find it. My receipt is not helping me. I looked at my receipt, and the description does not help me to figure out what it was at all. So I was also going to tell you about my next project. Now I have kind of an overall large project in mind, but I have to start somewhere, right? So it involves the books that my son had brought me in the boxes from the house, the attic that he cleaned out. And so, you know, I don't like to do too many journals at one time. I kind of like to focus on maybe 3 at the most, or, you know, between 1 and 3. So I was going over to the pile. I have it on the floor over there because I can't fit it into anywhere on a shelf in here in my craft room. I just don't have room for those books. So, and I don't want to get rid of them. I think they're all really cool. So I thought, well, what can I do? And I thought, well, I'll just start making journals with them, you know. I mean, I don't know what else to do but that, right? So I was looking through them. I started looking through them, and I saw this one. This one jumped out at me. If you saw those videos where I went through those boxes that my son had brought me, I saw this book, and I was like, wow, this is so cool. But look how terrible of shape it's in, right? I was like, I don't know what I can do with this, but I'm going to see. I'm going to see what I can do. So this is it. I'm going to start right now. So what I did was wipe this down because, like I said, it was from an attic, and it doesn't look any cleaner. But when I gently wiped it down with a baby wipe, here they are right here, some baby wipes, literal baby wipes. So it's gentle chemicals, right? And so I gently wiped it down. I got a lot of dirt off here, even though you can't tell. It doesn't look clean, but it feels, you know, I think there was just a layer of dust on here, basically. But it's still, of course, in very rough shape. So I'm just going to go with it. So I looked up. I don't think it's valuable or anything. I looked online. I saw one for $65, but it was like in pristine shape, where this is not. I also saw a date at the copyright page, and this one's gone. But I saw a date of 1942, I believe it was. So, you know, that tells you the age. It was this exact book with these. It had another page here that looked exactly like this, and it was beautiful, the one online. But this, you know, you can see is not so beautiful. So first of all, I was trying to figure out, well, what am I going to do? Make a new spine? Or, you know, how do I want to do this? So I was looking around for cardboard this is 12 inches long. So I thought, well, I looked through my cardboard to make a new spine, and I don't have any cardboard that's 12 inches long, except for I could use a couple layers from like covers from my scrapbook paper, you know, that's 12 by 12. I could take that layer 2 or 3 or 4, whatever I need, and make a new spine. But then I've been itching to also do, and this is some of my metal spiral binding. It's got the cardboard to keep it together here. This is how it comes. And they come like so many to a box. So I took one out, and I think it would be so cool to use some of this as a binding. I mean, can you see that? How it would look? This is how it would look. I think that's really neat, and it's actually exactly this one, you know, it's exactly the size, 12 inches. I think it would really be cool if I could pull it off, right? So I have a Bind It All is my coil binding punch. And so I thought, well, let's see if we can get started maybe and working on this. You see, this is how I received it. You know, I haven't tried to take it apart yet. So I thought, well, let's go ahead and start working on this together. So first of all, I'm going to cut this off so I can work on the covers. And see, this I don't need this. I don't need any of this. I have my trash can right here beside me. So I am going to just cut or pull whatever. Let's see if this will just pull off. I'm glad I have this placemat here because I can just take it and dump it in the garbage for whatever falls off of here. But yeah, this is glue and some of this like cheesecloth looking fabric here. Okay, so I think it's not going to all pull off. So let's see how the front is going to come off. I guess I'll just cut here and cut the front off too, because I think this would be super cute as a tall, thin, slim journal, you know. Okay, so this is just basically glue I'm cutting through here, I think, and maybe a little bit of some kind of paper binding type stuff that was here, but not much is left on here. Okay, so there you go, the two covers. I would like to leave this here because I think this is really beautiful. I mean, can you see the graphics and the pictures here? Humpty Dumpty. This is Mother Goose. And then maybe put a big pocket here in the middle or something to cover that big torn piece out up there. So I think I can still, I think I can still literally fix that and make that look beautiful again. But let's cut this extra off here. I just thought you guys might like to see this from the very beginning, you know, like before and after type thing. So you can see it's in very rough shape. I mean, I don't even know. I can imagine, but you know, it's like when you make any junk journal or any journal, and we always say, oh, I just love how this turned out. It's because we can try to picture it, but we can't always know until we, you know, just work on it and decide along the way what we're doing and then see how it comes out, right? Okay, so there we go. We got a pretty clean edge there. Okay, so I think that one is, I'm going to put this over here, all the clean stuff over here, and keep all the messy stuff on this placemat so that I can dump it in the trash. So, all right, so the pages, I might try to wash this outside page off. Let's see, the inside pages, are they dirty? Not really. They're browned, of course, and old, but this one, I might try to wipe that off a little bit too. Okay, so this I'm going to pull off right here. This is not anything that I need to keep, this little piece. Okay, now let me put this up here for a second and see what's going on with this cover. Let me dump this off. into my trash. Yay, got it all in there. Okay, so this I would like to save too, but I do not know. I mean, I could glue that right down. It looks like, you know, I didn't wash this inside part off. I just washed off the outside. Let me get another wipe here and do a little bit more gentle cleaning. And don't yell at me if I'm doing it wrong. I just, you know, doing what I know how to do, right? Okay, so this, see, I'm just kind of wiping it off. I'm not gonna wipe off any inside pages. They're okay. But if there's actually any dirt on here, I want to, you know, I don't want to have dirt in the journal or dust or whatever this might be on here from the attic. It was in a box, but I guess, I don't know if it was open or not sealed tight. So, you know, it wasn't in a tote or anything with a nice plastic lid. It was in a cardboard box. So it was not airtight, so dust got in there. Or whatever floats around in an attic, I don't know. Depending on the attic, I guess. Different attics get different levels of dirt in them, right? Maybe? So, okay. See, I don't want to tear anything or get anything too wet or take any, you know, of the image off, but I do want to, or make the pages weak. Okay, so I think that's good. I think that's all I can, it's like, I think I got the dirt off. If I wipe any more, I'm just going to be taking fibers from the paper here and making it weaker. So I think that is good to go. Let's see if we see, I got a little bit of dirt off of there. Not too bad. Not as bad as the cover. The cover, I got a lot of dirt off. Okay, now this, I'm going to have to be really careful with. So let me just, see, it's ripped right here. It's loose. See, this whole piece is off. So let's see if I'm going to glue it back down here. I want this to be gentle, Sheree. Be gentle. I know that's what you're saying, right? Yeah, don't get carried away. Just be nice and slow and patient. Okay, so you're getting a little bit more dirt off of there. Let's move it around and get this piece here. I know y'all, whoever gets this doesn't want any dirt in their journal or dust, right? I mean, I don't know. Right now I'm thinking, I don't know, this piece might be too dirty. I mean, because like I said, I don't want whoever gets this, I mean, what if they're allergic to dirt and dust and this journal makes them just have an allergic reaction and, you know, sneeze and stuff. I don't want that. So this part, this side might be too far gone. It feels cleaner, but I just feel like I need to probably replace this. I wonder if I can cut out that mouse right there and save her. Then there's a pretty flower that's in one piece, but everything else. Okay, so I'm not gonna throw it in the trash just yet, but I am going to consider leaning toward putting new paper on here. But you know how new scrapbook paper or something looks like that. It would be beautiful, right? So that's as clean as I can get it. This is as clean as I can get it. So now, let's see. Okay. I would like to strengthen, see if I can see this cover, the back, the outside part of the cover is coming off. So I need to get some glue under there and glue that back on if I want to keep that on there, which I do. I mean, that's the book. That's the Goose, Mother Goose, right? So, and the only thing I'm going to be able to get under there is some of this art glitter glue, because it has this long, thin nozzle on it. Plus, it's a little, it's, you know, it's more liquidy than Fabri-Tac. I wouldn't try to put Fabri-Tac under there. Okay, I think I'm I'm actually allergic to dust too, so I've got a tissue right here. So anyway, let's see. I hate to take this off of here. Let me just see this again. Yeah, I just see this one. There's quite a difference. See the difference in this? Let me show you why this is so much cleaner than this. See how dirty this is? So that's why I'm considering keeping this. And I mean, this is on there too. This is not coming off. This is coming off. So I don't want to pull this off, but I want to pull it off. I don't want to, but I think I have to. I just really don't think I have a choice on that. Okay. There we go. I did it. It was hard. Okay, so now let me see what time we're getting to. I don't want to take up too much of y'all's time. Sorry, peeking around the corner there to see my phone. Okay, so I'm going to start. Now I watched Jessica Rapp kind of recover an old book one time, and I believe she used art glitter glue too. So I was glad I saw that because I haven't seen anyone else do that. So, you know, when I saw that, I was like, well, maybe I can, you know, maybe I can save this journal. So I'm just gonna, this is what she did. She had to actually glue, well, see right here? This is what she did too. And I'll show you. She put glue in there and just kind of pushed it together. So I'm gonna start right here and kind of squirt some, it's coming out. So I'm gonna squirt some glue down in here. Some of this art glitter glue. Because you know that you guys, if you use this or if you don't use it, you've heard everybody else rave about it, right? And it's very strong. And once you glue something down with this, it is glued down. You don't have to worry about it. So I'm just going to start gluing all these loose pieces. So see here, that was a loose piece. And now it's together. This was where I just put glue. So I'm going to push that together. And I'll get up and get, no, I don't think I'm going to use my credit card because that scraping might rip something. I'm just going to use my fingers so I can be gentle and just press or whatever I need to do. Okay, so that is down. And I'm just going to go around the whole book covers and see, like, okay, this corner is coming up right here. I'm going to put a little bit, I don't want to pull it up. I just want to put glue on there and glue it down. And the corner cardboard part isn't really coming apart on this corner. So I just want to press that paper back on there. Then I'm going to go around. Here's some more looseness here. And I don't want to rip anything, but I want to get the glue in there. So I'm going to I'm pushing this down as far as I can without ripping this paper up. Because here, as you can see, it's ripped right here. And I don't want to rip it anymore, you know. So, all along, okay, so it stops here where it's pulling up. And I don't want to pull any more up. I don't want to rip anything more. I just want to fix. I don't want to rip or mess it up, anything up. Okay, and while I'm gluing that, I'm going to glue a little bit right. Oh no, this piece I can tear off. This is the back piece. This piece I don't need. Okay, yeah, let's take that off. Okay, that goes with that. Okay, so I'm going to press this down now. Anybody else probably would have seen this book and said, that is trash, because that is falling apart. Only a junk journaler would see any kind of beauty in this book, right? Okay, so I got, let's see, did I get this? Oh, see, this is a little bit, did I get that corner? Which corner did I get? See, I went down here and I came around here. This one was okay. So this one is a little bit kind of like coming apart. You see the layers of the cardboard there? So I'm just going to, this is what Jessica did. She just kind of pushed glue in between layers here on the corners. like this, and then press them together. Kind of making a new corner there. It's not new, but you're putting it back together. And it's not, it was kind of like layers of cardboard, kind of like, I want to say frayed, but it's not really frayed, but I don't know, I think that's a good word to describe it. Frayed. So that one's together. All of this cardboard together. All of this is where we glued just now. So here's another corner that's frayed. I'm going to call it frayed. I don't know what the real term might be, but I'm going to call it frayed. So I'm going to put some glue in between those layers of cardboard. I was looking at this thinking, I wonder if I could sew through here, but I know my sewing machine, it can only go through about 8 layers of paper, and it's like that's it. It won't do any more. And this feels like one day I'll have to try sewing through cardboard. I actually have an extra little golden book cover that I need to just experiment on. Okay, this needs some more glue right here. Yeah, so I got to pull that out. I know exactly where it is, and experiment on that, because this is probably like a little golden book cover, I would say. And if it goes through that, I might do some sewing on here. I think that would be really cool to put like zigzag stitching or something like that around the outside edges of this. And just, wouldn't that be cool? I mean, it would just like solidify even the corners even more with some sewing if I could sew through that. So that's going to be a little, I think I will definitely plan on experimenting and see if my sewing machine will sew through that little golden book cover. And then if it does, then I think this book cover might be fair game for doing some sewing on. Okay, this was very frayed here, so I'm putting some glue in there. It's so, once you get it wet with the glue, I can feel it's like, it just wants to, I'm gonna have to leave it alone, let it dry, because it just wants to come off. I feel like it wants to come off in my hands, right? But that glue is gonna dry and make it nice and hard again. So we went all the way around this one. This was the back. And then when we're gonna put new paper on here, so this is all nice and clean now, as far as clean as it's gonna get. Okay, now let's look at this one real quick before we end today's video. See what we need on this one. Yeah, we need a little glue here. So exciting to fix this old book, 1942. See, I don't want this to chip off or crack off or anything, so I have to be careful right here. It's a big piece here on the corner. Oh, I'm gonna itch on my forehead. Okay, so I'm gonna press this down here, and this corner needs a little help right here. See, I like a lot of my journals that, not a lot, but if I do one with a little bit of a roughness on the corners, like they're worn, but not, they're not torn off or anything. They're just, they're just old and worn. I kind of just like to leave the corners and not put, new corners on there, because I love that charm of the wear. Okay, let's see. So this needs, I glued that piece down there. Is it down good? A little bit more right here, just on the edge. Yeah, that needs some more right there. And then definitely need some down in here. Hope I'm not talking too quiet. I'm just kind of like getting involved here. So, yeah. See, that piece wants to come off. Is that a piece of dust or a piece of paper? Be careful. I don't want it to come off. Okay, let me push that down. I just put glue right there. Okay. And this is all good right here. It's worn, but it's not coming up. And it's not fraying. Okay, let's look up here. Boy, this book must have, I don't know if it was read a lot or why it's in such bad shape, you know? Because I saw the ones online, maybe they weren't read a lot, you know? And that's why they're in such good shape. Or maybe this went through a lot of kids and maybe the ones online went through one kid or something. I don't know. It's just like, wow. This book is just rough. Okay, so where did I put glue? Right here on the paper. Okay, we need a little bit more right here. I need this to come off. I'm going to, I have some spray sealer. In fact, I was going to get it out and show it to you, but it's like made by Mod Podge. And I had got it for my sewing journal, where I use a sewing pattern, you know, which is paper, sewing pattern envelope, I guess I should say. Sewing pattern envelope on the cover. And since that was paper and I wanted to, I mean, I would strengthen it behind, but I just wanted to strengthen that paper for overall, you know, wear through the years, that hopefully that would help. You know, I didn't want to make it sticky or put too much on there, but I put a light, like 2 coats of spray on that paper envelope from a sewing pattern journal that I used for the cover. So I thought, you know, I thought that worked out well. So I thought I would use some of that on here. So after this dries, before I come back to you with the next step, I'm probably going to go ahead and spray this. I wish this wasn't here. I don't know what to do about this scratch here. If I put distress ink on it, it will just make it brown. So I'd rather have it light colored. So I think it's just going to have to be what it is. I don't want to cover up the little girl or the kitty cat. You know, here's a kitty cat right here. Is that a kitty cat or a dog? Oh, here's a dog over here. That's a kitty cat. But yeah, okay, so did we get everything? I think this one right here needs some help. Put some of this in here. It's like almost like filler, like you're using your glue as filler. Plus, you know, you're filling in where, plus you're just gluing those layers back together. And then you let them dry and they're going to be nice and strong again. Okay, yep, that's together. Yep. Okay, and this is all together, front and back. Right here on the inside, this little bit right here is kind of folded down. Let's see. I don't want that to peel off, so let's see if we can. I'd like to see it's folded down. I don't know if I fold it back up, it might just break off. But this I can glue down. Let me see if it will. Oh, it's folding up. It's folding back up. Yay! It's not cracking off. All right. Yay! Oh, it's working. I don't want to pull it off with my gluey fingers either. You know, my fingers are getting sticky here. And you could just like pull it off with, you know, sticky fingers if you're not careful. That's what I feel like anyway. Okay, I think we did it. I think that's about all I can do right now. Here's an old piece of tape, but I'll leave that there. If I pull it off, who knows what will come with it, right? Okay, so here's where we are. Front. Let's see, how does it go? Like this. I know it still looks rough, right? But I'll see what, maybe the spray will brighten it up a little bit. I don't know. It doesn't really do much to it because it's not really shiny. It's just really literally a layer of something that you can't see, but it protects, you know, whatever's under it. So, all right, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed seeing that. Here's the pages. So, just in case you don't remember the book, here's the pretty, like there's some color, some black and white, but it's all like little Mother Goose rhymes and things. Here's Jack and Jill. See, it has the name of each thing right here. Mistress Mary, quite contrary. Let's see. Somebody put an X on him. They didn't like him. They put an X on him. Little J Green got an X'd out. So, yeah. I mean, the pages are in decent shape. They're not, most of them are not written on, except for that one with the X on it. They're not torn. They're not, you know, cracking. So, pretty cool. And I'm thinking, see, I don't know if I can use all of these in that, you know, I don't know if all these will fit in here, plus other pages to make this into a journal. So, I might have to use like about half of these and then add journal pages in here is what I'm thinking. So, anyway, we'll see how it goes. I'll be back with progress and updates and try to do as much on camera as I can so that we can all do this together. So, thanks for watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Happy crafting.